Sardella here, Will Work for Patients, and I am here with a product that I think is through the roof. I look for things that get a premium result and that most of all give you the opportunity to screen more people. In other words, things that fold into my true screening process and lifetime patient ladders. And when I look at these products, I have a very strict list of criteria that I adhere to. And I want to talk to you today about a product called Avant Wellness. And I want to tell you a little bit about my history with them and also some of the things I figured out on my own in terms of the brilliance that I don't even believe they realized. And I'm going to plug in, as usual, my opinion of what the true power of the product is. Because again, from my standpoint, I look at how can we get more people under care, more people in our communities well. And if any modality is out there that can help us do it, it's a worthwhile tool to investigate. So let's talk about Avant Wellness. Suffice to say that you should do your own investigating of this product, but I want to talk to you sort of promotionally and practice expansion-wise about what the benefits of this particular product are. This is a handheld laser. The first thing that I was shown about this laser is how it's programmed and the different things that it can do. I was really impressed with the fact that it was portable in the first place, but that this book, when it was brought out and shown to me, and the amount of different conditions that are in there, that it has programmable codes to show you how to treat that particular thing. That really impressed me, and it got me to think. And it took me a while to really sort of have the revelation on this as to what its true power really is. And the power is really not in the laser. Yes, the power is in the laser. It's an excellent laser. It's like just technically brilliant. And I don't just mean expanding the results you're getting. Yes, I did an episode of the podcast interviewing somebody who had howling success with this product and boomed her practice just by making this change and boomed the results she was getting. But the promotional bang gotten off of the results that were being gotten is even more important, and I feel like it's too underemphasized. So what are those promotional benefits? First of all, the episode of my podcast, episode 51, is actually about making new patients come to you instead of you chasing them up. And when I say come to you, I mean through word of mouth, hearing about the results you're getting, or being recommended by somebody, in fact, particularly and especially a doctor of a number of disciplines. And episode 51 of the podcast, I interviewed someone named Amy Cutter, who is using the Avant laser in her practice, and it revolutionized what she's doing. And I was really super impressed what she's doing with patients. And she gives examples in that podcast, but all the while she's telling me about those things. And of course, I'm impressed with it. I'm thinking of all of the things that this thing could be doing for a practice. And it's not just predicated on those results. You have to think about those various diagnoses and conditions that are listed in this book, that there are programmable codes on how to treat that with this laser. It's in a class by itself in terms of adding a modality that will, as a magnet, attract people into your practice. And attract qualified people into your practice. I don't just mean money-wise, but they have to be conditions that you can treat with chiropractic or wellness care or whatever it is that you do. So, but if you can imagine being able to reach out and find people who have the conditions that are in this thick book, that will represent a lot of people that you may not have seen otherwise. So even if you don't fold this modality in to what you're already doing to your existing treatment, but you provide it parallel as a separate entity or service, you will be attracting people in with those things, and you'll be attracting them in with a tool that's much more acceptable. Laser is an accepted thing. It doesn't require an explanation. It's a type of light that people sort of know what it is enough to be interested if it has something to offer them to handle a condition that they're having. If you can interest them in this particular product and that will bring them to you, you have just brought them onto your own turf. And now the screening process that must happen to screen them for chiropractic or whatever type of care you do will happen, but it will happen on your own turf. I'm talking about something I have coined to be home field advantage screenings. Rather than going out in the public to where people hang out to screen them and convince them to take a next step, which you may be very effective at, but you may find that even the best screened people are no-showing. Even if you're really good at that process, the bottom line is a lot of those people are no-showing and never to be heard from again. So what I'm saying is, if you've given yourself home field advantage by attracting people with health problems that you treat in with another modality, that when they're in your office, they are fair game to be screened and converted. The closer to your office that you can have the screening, the closer you book that next appointment, that follow-up to the date you make first contact, the more likely they are to show. Imagine if the date you screen them and make first contact and the date that they come in, that next visit, are one and the same, are located at the same point in time. Now you're talking. That is home field advantage. And that is what the Avant Wellness system does for your practice in this podcaster's opinion, in this consultant's opinion, in this chiropractic and wellness care advocate's opinion. In fact, every endorsement video that I do, every endorsement piece of writing that I do, I give you two cautions. Number one, do not take my word for it. And to drive that point home, I do not want you to buy the laser as a result of anything that I'm saying. The object of it is not to get you to buy the Avant laser. It is to get you to take the next step to inquire and ask the questions that you need to ask to be as satisfied as I am or more, and then deciding from there what to do about it. Whether it is you move forward or not is entirely up to you and what you conclude. Don't be swayed toward it until you ask the hard questions. Can I bill for it? What are the codes? How much can I charge per treatment? Can I treat X, Y, or Z? What are some of the treatment protocols? What kind of results could I expect from blah? Those are the hard questions. Now, Amy Cutter answered a lot of that for me, and you can hear me questioning somebody who has experience with the product, who was very real with me. She was thrilled with the results she's getting. And you can go to episode 51 of Will Work for Patients, and you will hear Amy Cutter talk all about how this revolutionized her practice and the referral potential. Doctors she doesn't even know, doctors she hasn't solicited, doctors that have no other reason to refer to her than they know she's delivering with it, they know she's getting some sort of result, they know she has some sort of certification with it, and random doctors are sending her patients, and she does talk about it in that interview. Now, coupled with the knowledge I already had about the Avant Wellness product, those two combined is really what made me realize what product was sitting in my lap. I'm going to be honest with you. I was very dormant with this product, but when I met Amy Cutter finally and saw what she did with it, that's when the light bulb went off and I said, you know what? I have to get out there and talk to you and tell you exactly what I see as the future of this product for you and why you should take a look at it. I'm also in love with the pricing on it because this is a way, way more cost-effective option than some of the bigger things that are out there. Your next step is not to buy. Your next step is to inquire. So what I would like you to do is go to the page willworkforpatients.com/Avant, AVANT, and you will see on the affiliate page there some information about what I talked about here. And you will also see some of the things that I'm willing to do in conjunction with this product to help you. And I will even offer you free help on deciding whether or not you need it so that you can form your decision just like I did. If it's not the same conclusion that I made, so be it. But I find it hard to believe that you won't conclude how awesome this thing is and how powerful it will be to your practice. And then if you want, reach out to me, Frank at screeningexperts.com, or DM me on Instagram at willwork4patients. I'll help you assess your situation. I will even help you predict the future in terms of what you could expect, so you have something to compare where you're at to where you'll be to see if it would at all be worth it for you. And make sure that we both see the truth of the matter and we're both in agreement of which direction you should go. And if it's not with this, it's fine. So I can help you really make some decisions, even about things you're already doing. Maybe this is an upgrade from something you're already doing. Maybe you've tried laser. Maybe you have a laser machine in your office already. There are comparisons that need to be done. So first of all, do listen to episode 51 and listen to Amy Cutter, because she's on the technical end and she's been on the end where she's experienced the referrals she's gotten from this and the patient cases, how this blew it wide open in terms of what she can treat, both on humans and animals, incidentally. So listen to that episode 51 of the podcast, willwork4patients.com/Cutter. And then you can also reach out to me, Frank at screeningexperts.com, or DM me on Instagram at willwork4patients. And then make sure you visit that page, willwork4patients.com/Avant, AVANT, for all the information on how to take the next step to find out. You owe it to yourself to find out not just about it, but about it in relation to your exact practice situation. Do not settle for less than that. I hope that you'll take that next step, and do reach out to me and let me know what happened either way. And I'll see you back on the air.